You have heard about moringa leaves and powders, but if you haven't eaten moringa pods, which you also call as drumsticks, you are seriously missing out. It is not just a vegetable, it is the best nature can offer you as a cure for problems like edema, for improving liver health, and it is known to be rich in vitamins and antioxidants that can even help prevent cancer. This fiber-rich pod of moringa is food known for curing upset stomach and in preventing acidity and also peptic ulcers. In this video, I'll show you one of the best ways to prepare drumsticks following my family recipe and share all the benefits of this underrated superfood moringa pods. I'm Shrikant Singh and welcome to our channel Happy Belly Fish. Moringa is one of the most beloved vegetables in India and it is available especially during summers. And while many people consume it, they do not actually know how many health benefits this humble vegetable can bring. Our ancestors knew that, which is why this tree is the most favorite among monkeys that frequent here. This generous tree that you see here can give you so much moringa that you can share it with your neighbors and still have many remaining. You can eat its flowers, the drumstick and even the leaves. But today we will cook a very special spicy delicacy from the eastern part of India. This vegetable is made in different ways depending on where in India your fate lands you. The taste is spicy and quite pungent thanks to a very special way of adding mustard seeds to it. But let's first look at how we clean and prepare the drumsticks. This vegetable has different names here. It is known more commonly as sujina or simply as drumsticks because they look like one. The outer skin is quite fibrous, so with a knife cut it almost but not completely and then pull one part against the other and you will see how the fibrous skin comes out. You need to take a knife and peel most of this fiber out, otherwise chewing it will be quite an unpleasant experience and it also doesn't cook very well. Some people also scrape the skin off with a knife, but it probably works with very young moringa, which is very tender. For most moringa, the fiber will still remain intact even after scraping, as you are seeing it here. But there needs to be one small care that you need to take when you're peeling. Don't strip off the fibrous skin completely. It should look somewhat like this. This will hold the pieces together. Otherwise, the entire thing will fall apart when cooking and the vegetable will look like a fibrous lump of stick. While you can just steam this vegetable and have it, which is quite a healthy way of having it, it is most often combined with a spicy sauce or with a spicy lentil soup. While this dish may look complicated because of the number of ingredients, believe me, making it is easy as I will show you in the step-by-step process. In fact, most of the spices that I'm using, you're already familiar with it. If you are new to our channel, hit the subscribe button and do not forget to like this video. That is our fuel for our channel to grow and bring many more exciting recipes to you. Now let's look at what else do we need for this dish that we'll be making today. You will find the link to the written recipe along with the ingredients in the description of this video, but follow me along in this video so that you understand how I'm preparing it. To make this recipe, we will need 1 small onion, 2 small tomatoes, 2 medium-sized potatoes and some ginger and garlic. We'll also be adding some spices like coriander, turmeric, chili, yellow mustard seeds and a spice mix called panch phoran, which is a mix of 5 seed spices: black mustard seeds, fennel, cumin, nigella seeds and fenugreek seeds. It is a very common and a popular spice mix used in the eastern parts of India and in Bangladesh and Nepal. There is a variation in Bengal that adds radhuni, which is a special type of a celery seed, instead of black mustard seeds. But we will not get into these details today. Today, the king of the kitchen is moringa. But if you do not have this panch phoran spice mix, do not worry, you can still make this recipe. Apart from this, you will need some cooking oil and salt. I'm going to use about 2 drumsticks, so peel and cut it into about 5 centimeter long pieces. Take 2 medium-sized potatoes, peel and cut it into medium-sized chunks. Peel the onion and cut it into small pieces. This will make the grinding much more easier. Peel the ginger and cut it into smaller pieces. Now take the garlic and remove the skin. About a teaspoon of garlic is enough for this recipe. Now dice the tomatoes and grind all of this into a nice smooth paste. This recipe has a very rich and a smooth sauce, so make sure you grind all these ingredients very nicely. Throwing in chopped onions and tomato won't cut the deal. Now in a pan, heat some oil, about 2 tablespoons of it, and add half a teaspoon of panch phoran. As soon as you feel the earthy aroma of all the seeds coming out, that's when you add the chopped potatoes and moringa. Mix the contents of the pan nicely. Cook it for about 2 minutes. This does 2 things. First of all, it makes this fibrous moringa a little softer, and then it also mellows down this greenish raw flavor of moringa. Now add the paste that you had prepared of the tomato, ginger, onion and garlic, and with the help of a spatula mix everything nicely once again. Cook for about 2 minutes, and now is the time when you add the spices. Add 1 teaspoon of coriander powder, half a teaspoon of turmeric, half a teaspoon of chili and half a teaspoon of salt. Mix all these ingredients nicely one more time and then add about 1 to 2 cups of water. When you're adding water, begin with 1 cup and then, depending on how thin you want the sauce to be, add some more water. Now cover the pot with a lid and allow it to simmer on low heat for about 10 minutes. When the potatoes are cooked, which you will come to know with a stab test, or you try to break it with a spatula, then the moringas are done too. And this is where the key ingredient, that final finishing touch, comes in. So take about 2 teaspoons of yellow mustard seeds and grind it coarsely in a mortar and pestle. Now add the ground mustard seeds to the pan and mix all of this one more time very nicely and remove immediately from the heat. If you cook the mustard seeds for longer than this, which is about 10 seconds, then it will make the sauce bitter and unpleasant. If you're going to have it with rice or any other cooked grain, then a thinner sauce is preferable. But if you want to have it with bread or roti or naan, or if you want to take it with you in a picnic basket, then a thicker sauce is preferable. Now that you've made the drumstick, you need to know how to eat it. First of all, wait for it to cool down a bit, because this thing goes right into your mouth, not all the way in your stomach though. And all the seeds that's in this drumstick, they come into your mouth and that can go in, but not this skin. The skin though, it's actually pretty delicious, so you can just chew it, or you can go animal mode, put the entire thing in your mouth and keep chewing. And when you're done chewing, don't let anybody see it. You take it out. People actually buy moringa in the form of this powder, which is made from the leaves and the pods of this vegetable. While it is a convenient way to have it, and there is nothing wrong with that if you're using it as a supplement, you will absolutely love this vegetable if you have tasted it at least once. Moringa is known as one of the miracle trees. It is a rich source of vitamin A, C and E, and a lot of minerals like calcium, magnesium, potassium and iron. It is a great source of protein. It is a great food for improving heart health, for diabetics and for those people who are suffering from joint pains. People often wonder what they should eat and what constitutes a healthy diet. If you look at the traditional recipes, these foods were no less than medicines. They acted slowly, but all the goodness comes together when they are flavored with the right spices. And this also makes the experience of eating food more pleasant and acceptable. I hope you have enjoyed this video, and I will see you once again with several more recipes of moringa and other good stuff very soon.